Ladies and gentlemen, I am here tonight in Sharon, Mississippi at SWA's Forged in Fire. And I'm actually here joined by two-thirds of the varsity, the Hosey Brothers, and current tag team champions. Guys, got a couple questions if you don't mind me asking.
All right.
How do you feel about defending your titles tonight in the match you have against the Desperados?
You know, we've said it before, and I'll say it again. Desperados, you think you might be big and bad. This is SWA, and you're going to find out why the Hosey Brothers are the tag team champions.
Yes, sir. I never thought the Hosey Brothers. Next question.
I have one more question. It's a little personal, if you don't mind answering. Hunter Rhodes, have you heard anything about his injury or how he's doing or what's to come next? Like anything?
You know, Hunter was in my wedding. Him and Braden both right by my side when I married the love of my life. He's family to us. People say blood is thicker than water, but we've blooded with him. His blood's mixed with ours. To me, to Braden, he is blood, and we still haven't heard anything. So
I understand.
we don't know.
I understand. Well, that's all the questions I have so far for you tonight. Hey, good luck tonight, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, here in Sharon, Mississippi, I just caught a glimpse of the local Lobo arriving here. I'm going to try to catch with him and ask a couple questions. Mr. Wolf, may I ask you a couple questions?
Go ahead.
First off, I want to ask the Rebellion. You know, I know it's had its problems. What kind of shape is it in? And also, you've been talking up to this point, to this event, that you have a surprise. Can you give us a little peek into that, a snippet of what you're talking about?
Look, you just wait. Everybody else can just wait. We're going to do a State of the Rebellion right here in Sharon. You can wait for that. No comment until
Ladies and gentlemen, I had just caught a glimpse of the Desperados now here arriving at SWA Forged in Fire. I'm going to try to get a quick word with them.
I know you.
You guys have a quick question for y'all, if y'all don't mind.
Sure.
So tonight's your debut here for the SWA. You've been pretty successful in Battle Zone, documented very well, you know, champions and all. So how do y'all feel about your debut match tonight against the Hosey Brothers?
Well, let me tell you. Let me just go ahead and put a pin in it right now. Different place, same story. You're going to see a continuation of domination. See, we've already made Mississippi our own. You know, we came riding in from Texas months ago. Battle Zone is ours, and tonight SWA will be no different. And the Hosey Brothers, well, I know one of them is all too familiar with what me and Gatekeeper can do. And I'm just saying, Braden, don't go run and hide, and don't go try to get management to change anything. I realize we're in your house tonight, and you just get ready because we're kicking the doors down.
All right, well, that's all I have for you guys. Thank y'all so much.
SWA fans, this is the largest man in sports commentary today, coming to you once again from Sharon, where tonight things are sure to heat up when SWA invades Sharon, Mississippi for Forged in Fire. Sitting here with me today to do the pre-show, want to thank him, the one, the only, the Dax Savage. How we doing, Dax?
I'm doing well. I mean, I'm fired up. I'm ready to go. It's first show of the year, so I'm going to put on a banger. Me and Hillbilly Joe are going to put on a banger together, and it's going to be a great night of wrestling.
Well, let's jump right to it then. Hillbilly Joe, the Dax Savage, teaming up once again, as y'all have many times before, to take on two parts of the Rebellion, Reality Bison, Antonio Bronson, and Mr. Reality, Benjamin Wood.
So this is actually our first time in a sanctioned match sharing the same side of the ring. Me and Hillbilly Joe have been in the ring before as adversaries in various rumbles and in a singles match in a part of my career I don't like to talk about very much. But I'm excited to get my hands on the Rebellion. I know Hillbilly Joe is too. We made our debut in the same night, April 27th in 2019 for SWA. So us teaming up tonight to take down the Rebellion is kind of fitting. So, I mean, with this match, I can guarantee you that the Rebellion's going down and we're going to be the one standing tall. One of us a little bit taller than the other.
Yeah, there we go. Well, just keep in mind, though, across from that ring, you do have a 25-plus year veteran in Benjamin Woods and knows that ring, knows the ins and outs, knows everything that he can and can't get away with, and he will be sure to use everything he can get away with.
I mean, absolutely. I've been in the ring with Benjamin Woods a couple times throughout my career. I know Hillbilly Joe has as well. So I'm eager to get my hands on him because I still have not given him a little bit of payback for what he did about a year ago, him and the Rebellion. I've got my hands on the rest of them, but I haven't seen him in the ring since they beat me down in Myrick about a year ago. So I know he'll try to bring his A game, but I'm going to be on my A-plus game, and that's a very dangerous game nowadays.
So you calling it it's going to be y'all tonight?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, last time I was in a ring, I beat Reggie Matthews, and I'm keeping the winning streak going.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Well, let's move on down the card there. Let's stay with the Rebellion for a second there. We're going to find out. There's seemed to be some dissension amongst the ranks there over the last several months, it seems like, with Barry Wolf and Benjamin and Antonio and even Nick. Tonight they're giving a State of the Rebellion, and that illustrious broadcast colleague of mine will, I'm sure, interject his mouth somewhere in the bunch, along with that loud mouth trash of an attorney they consider a lawyer. But we're going to find out, ladies and gentlemen, the State of the Rebellion they're saying. They say they're going to put all the rumors and everything at bed, and they're going to say just how good they still are, I guess.
I'll say this. I mean, I think that the Rebellion has as much cohesion as my Cleveland Browns right now, and I think the Browns might actually have more, which that's saying a lot. They don't seem to be on the same page, and I honestly hope that they don't get on the same page. I hope that they rip the page out, in my opinion. I mean, I've been in the ring with all four of them various times in my career. Thankfully not Reggie and Brian Hicks. But, I mean, I hope that they stay how they are and they don't fix it, because I don't see them actually fixing it. I mean, it can't be solved with words, I don't think, because, I mean, what are they going to fix? What was there anyway? What is this rebelling over anyway? That's what I'm trying to figure out still to this day. So I don't think that they fix it, whatever it is they have to fix.
Well, there's a lot of questions out there, a lot of rumors, as we've said, but they have said tonight they're going to put all that at rest. They're going to come out and say it and put everything away. So, well, let's move on down the card then, I guess, then. Let's talk about Pharaoh of Funk taking on Black Ranger number 3.
Oh, man. I'm going to have to go with Pharaoh here. I'm just going to get my pick straight out. I go with Pharaoh Funk. Again, I've shared the ring with him. I've shared the ring with many of the Black Rangers. I lost count of their numbers. I don't know which one number 3 is. They all kind of look the same to me, and that's a problem as well in this match, is you're going to have to watch out for the outside interference with the Black Rangers. I know that they've had a history of taking people out lately with those numbers. So I'm going to still go with Pharaoh because he has experience. And, I mean, he's got himself out of situations lately in his career that, quite frankly, I don't know how. So I'm gonna stick with his resiliency and veteran ability. So I'm going to go with Pharaoh. Easy.
Well, most definitely. As you said, there's a lot of experience there. Pharaoh's another 20-plus year veteran in the business and the independent in the Southeast region down here. And Black Ranger 3, well, any Black Ranger, you said, nobody really knows much about them. They've got their little closed-off compound over there in Waco, Texas, and, well, nobody really knows nothing. Brian's been there several times. But
has he?
He says he has.
I mean, do you believe that? I mean, look at the State of the Rebellion like we were talking about. Like, how much can we believe out of that?
Well, I don't believe much that comes out of Brian's mouth.
That's
but
fair.
You're right.
That's
there.
fair. That's fair.
So, either way,
Brian.
We don't know much about Black Ranger, but the one that I've been told is 3 is the larger of the bunch. And that's something that Pharaoh, being a smaller structure gentleman, is going to have to counteract. He's going to have to do something in that ring tonight to counteract the strength and size of Black Ranger 3.
I mean, well, first of all, me and Pharaoh are about the same size, so I don't know where you're getting at there. I mean, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. I mean, that phrase has been around for a reason for many, many years, and it'll be on for many, many more years. I mean, just look at it. Look at me and who I've taken down that's bigger than me. Look at who Pharaoh's taken down. I mean, you know, his battles with Van Vicious and several other people recently. I don't think the size is going to matter. I think it's going to take skills, and Pharaoh has the better skills. It's plain and simple as that. That's just my opinion. And again, I don't know which Black Ranger it is or which one's going to end up staying in the ring if they do. Fortunately, I've been on the end of those, so I'm going with Pharaoh. I mean, he has the skills. He might not have the size advantage, but he has the skill advantage, and experience outranks everything in my book.
And keep that head on a swivel, as you said, for the numbers game.
Absolutely.
Because they don't do it fair.
No, they don't. But you know what? What is fair? I mean, we're not here to be fair. Well, some people aren't here to be fair. So, like I said, skills over goes everything. So,
Well, all righty then. Are you calling the Pharaoh of Funk defeating Black Ranger 3 tonight, as Dak calls it? We'll have to wait and see.
absolutely.
So let's move on down the card some more. Let's talk tag team championships. The Hosey brothers, Noah and Braden Hosey. Big Nasty and the Bulldog, Braden Hosey, taking on some newcomers to SWA, I believe, the Desperados. Now, these guys have, from my understanding, been around other independent circuits and I believe hold some other tag team belts in some other promotions around the Mississippi Southeast region here and independent wrestling. But newcomers to SWA, I don't know anything about these guys, but if they're holding gold elsewhere, we're still the premier promotion here, and they've got a lot to prove coming into SWA to challenge the Hosey brothers for that SWA tag team gold.
I mean, absolutely. So, I mean, I don't know anything about them either, but I will say this. SWA is the premier wrestling company in the South, in Mississippi, like you said. So our best is better than anybody else's best, and I believe that the Varsity are one of the best tag teams in the entire Gulf South. The Hosey brothers, they have plenty of gold in SWA. They've captured plenty of gold outside of SWA as well. Yeah. Noah Hosey returned into action. He has that momentum going for him, got the tag team titles back. He's fresh. He's looking great. Braden's looking great. They're on their A game. I'm taking the Hosey brothers. I mean, like I said, they're young, but they've beaten a lot of people. They have some experience under their belt here and elsewhere. And, I mean, they have one of the coolest theme songs in SWA as well. So, I mean, how can you not come out hyped and come out energetic and win a match coming out like that? So their energy, their skills, I'm taking the Hosey brothers all day, any day. Varsity by 90.
Well, all righty. Varsity by 90. You hear it here, ladies and gentlemen. That calling it right now. Well, let's move along to something that we should have seen at South, but due to some interference, we didn't see the completion of the match. The SWA Southern Heavyweight Champion, Samson Richards, the Ginger Assassin, the Sultan of Saltiness, as I like to call him, taking on the one, the only Ryan Hodge. And a rematch that Ryan Hodge rightfully stepped up to the plate when he was called out. Called out, hey, open challenge, let's go. And Ryan stepped up, said, let's go. He didn't get a fair shake at South due to some interference from outside folks, we'll say. And, well, he's getting another opportunity here tonight. How do you foresee this going?
Well, I mean, if I do remember how that night ended, because I was actually at the commentary table with you.
Yeah.
I do believe that Ryan Hodge pinned
Samson Richards 1, 2, 3 in the center of the ring at South Jones High School.
I mean, if you do it once, it's easy to do it again. And I think that Ryan Hodge would have won the title that night if not for outside interference. And hopefully there's no outside interference, because I think that we will see a repeat of our last event where Ryan Hodge pinned Samson Richards 1, 2, 3, center of the ring, becomes our new champion. And you know what? I've been in the ring with Samson Richards. That is a big man. You were talking about, size advantage.
Yeah, 6'8", 350 pounds easy.
Absolutely.
Huge man.
But last time that we saw him, he was
laying flat.
He was laying flat. And
Yeah.
who was on top pinning him?
Ryan Hodge.
So I don't see the size being a disadvantage for Ryan. Again, I see him walking out with championship gold, and we're going to hear and new here tonight.
Well, all righty, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, as you said, Ryan did pull off the impossible by pinning the Ginger Assassin at South, and very well could see it again tonight here in Sharon, Mississippi. And ladies and gentlemen, that's a match you don't want to miss. But talking about something we don't want to miss, we might have a gentleman missing his opportunity at SWA Gold tonight. And from the recent events in the last week or so, this match has been in question. And, of course, I'm talking about the SWA Deep South champion, Nick Wonder, was supposed to be put out an open challenge answered by Hunter Rhodes for that Deep South championship. And might I say, Hunter disrespected the Rebellion pretty well in his acceptance speech, if you will. And, well, undoubtedly Nick and some others did not take kindly to that, and we've seen footage on the SWA promotions page on Facebook of what happened at some parking lot at a store here a while back where Hunter's just going about his life and he was attacked from behind, and everything's in question now. Who is Hunter out? Who's going to take on Nick Wonder for the SWA Deep South Championship? I've been told, sources have told me today, that General Manager Monty Warbucks will address this issue tonight here in Sharon. We really don't know what's going to happen.
So I will say this, Hunter Rhodes is a great friend of mine. I remember whenever him and Noah both walked into the farm back in the day to start training with SWA. We're in a fantasy football league together. And I have not heard from him. I cannot get a hold of him. People have asked me about him. I cannot get a hold of him. So I do not know what his health is like or where he's at or if he's okay right now. The events that happened were absolutely unprovoked, in my opinion. And there's speculation of who it was in the video. And I'm not here to speculate. I'm not here to, throw my name in the hat. I'm already watching my back whenever I get into my vehicle, wherever I go, because obviously people who have an issue with the rebellion, that will happen to them. And it's very tough to talk about this right now because, like I said, that's one of my great friends. So I don't know if he's going to be here today. I'm interested to see what happens if he shows up, what Monty Warbucks has to say, and if he doesn't show up, who steps up to the challenge. Because Nick Wonder's going to defend that title one way or another tonight, and if it's Hunter Rhodes, I think that vengeance will be on his mind, and I would take him as a pick. If it's not Hunter Rhodes, I don't know who it would be, but I'm sure that they're going to give Nick Wonder their best. And for the sake of me being Hunter's friend and for the sake of just the love for this business and this promotion and a senseless attack like that, there needs to be consequences. And I hope that the consequence is that Nick Wonder walks away with no title around his waist tonight. And I think that would be the best for SWA. And that'd just be the best for me to see. So, like I said, it's a very tough situation to talk about. But whoever it is, I hope that they beat Nick Wonder for that title, and I believe that we will see Nick Wonder walk away with no gold tonight. That's my prediction, and I'm like I said, I don't want to get too much into speculation or anything, but I have faith that Nick Wonder will not walk out with the championship gold tonight.
All righty. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that has run down the match card here for tonight at Forged in Fire in Sharon, Mississippi. Don't forget, if you want to sponsor SWA shows, go to the SWA promotions page and shoot us a message. Thank you.